Previously on the Dragons Not Included podcast.
You see this cavern stops and then extends into two smaller pathways going ahead.
We have a choice, ladies and gentlemen.
I say we go right, because it's the right way to go. It's called right.
Denizens of this trash pile burst out.
Oh, hello.
Two, about the size of a small dog, cockroaches.
Not a bug squishing adventure.
Bug squishing adventure.
Going through the piles of junk, you find a brooch. It's a copper brooch depicting a bat perched on a mushroom, and its eyes are bright gemstones. A single sizable 20-foot tall building remains. A 10-foot long carving of a hammer decorates this building's facade.
Oh, look at that. We're at a dwarven settlement.
You all lean on this door and start pulling, but the more you shake the stonework, you hear echoing through this cavern. Zzz, zzz.
Uh-oh. Big fly.
Well, I haven't done this in a long, long time. For my training, as the preacher kept screaming at me, the pointy end goes in target. Well, that's a nat 20 on dice.
As you go, alright, I've got this. You swing your hammer down and just straight through the fly, pinning it to the ground. And sitting on one of the benches staring at the altar is a figure equally covered in dust as the rest of this room.
Well, hello.
Probably not alive.
Doesn't mean inanimate.
They turn and look at you. Hello, welcome back to the Dragons Not Included podcast, a tabletop role-playing game podcast where we're playing Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. My name's Stephen, I'm the GM.
I'm Joe, and I'll be playing Scrutiny, the Tiefling Illusionist.
Hello, I'm David, and I'll be playing Elden Aegis, the human paladin of Iomade.
Hello, I'm Rowan, and I will be playing Istra, the definitely 100% human cavalier.
Hi, my name's Dan, and I play Hans, the dwarvish relic-hunting inquisitor, I think. Yes. I know what I'm doing.
Something like that. There we go.
I mean, our Hans was on fire last session with that critical hit right at the end. Just do nothing for 2 sessions and then immediately kill something.
Hans is just too powerful.
Yeah, he was holding back his power levels, otherwise he would have just destroyed the entire campaign. He would have been able to take on the giant demon himself.
Yeah, he could have dueled Corum's Aid one-on-one.
That's a terrifying idea.
We'll
Hans
test
would
it when
just
we get
been
back to the
like,
city.
Just like, move over, Tarentalev, I got this.
Just kicking the dragon corpse across the room.
Hey guys, holy smokes, it's episode 3 now. You know what that means?
Yeah.
We're bingeable.
Ooh,
We
yeah.
can be binged.
We can binge.
Wait, is that really it? Like, the cutoff is 3 episodes?
I mean, technically the cutoff is 2 episodes, but
Oh.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Hey, we like to go one further for you guys.
Oh. Okay.
Say binge plus 1.
New binge plus.
binging with dragons.
Yeah, I think
guess
you guys are
binging-
doing really well as players. You've come into your own quite a lot, especially with the knowledge checks and things like that, and alternative ways to avoid fights. I love it when players do that. It's quite fun.
It's always fun to work around a fight rather than having to go straight into it. Although,
Yeah, especially because
what sort of combat's going to await us this time? I mean, there's that dusty dude in the temple.
Yes, we did leave it on a rather tantalizing cliffhanger. Hans, I mean, he killed that fly. He's probably going to be fine against whatever he encounters here.
It's
Yes.
true. He is, like, unbelievably powerful.
Totally safe at all possible times.
Hey, you're wearing armor at least now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely.
You got that
Most
AC.
I don't understand why everyone was wearing armor. We were at a festival. We're at a party. And then everyone gets mad because I'm not wearing armor.
It makes sense for the paladin and the fighter. I mean, the wizard doesn't need armor. It's fine.
Mm-mm.
He's a wizard?
I'm a wizard!
Yes, Scrutiny is a wizard.
Frankly, I'm disappointed they haven't noticed sooner.
To be fair,
Oh.
has Scrutiny cast a single spell yet?
He cast Mage Hand and
He cast
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Press
Yeah.
rotation.
You could just be an arcane thief of some sort. They get those spells, right?
Oh, that's.
I think there is a way.
I think Arcane Trickster might have those, but I don't know enough about prestige classes.
Well, I think we've drawn this on long enough. You've got to face the music with this cliffhanger in the episode now. Last session, you were still stuck in the underground of Canabres with your 3 injured companions, Anevia Tirabade, the human female ranger, Aravashniel, the male elven wizard, and Horgus Gwyrm, the male human aristocrat. Traversing these narrow, winding tunnels, you found a campsite that was been recently abandoned, where you were attacked by 2 cockroaches, which nearly killed Scrutiny.
Yeah.
You found a very angry viper who had been injured in a bunch of falling rubble, though using her skills of animal empathy, Istra managed to calm it down and you managed to pass unharmed.
Hell yeah.
You continue down this tunnel, winding ever deeper until it branched yet again, one to a small, narrow pathway which was filled with bioluminescent fungus. You decided that was probably not the best way to go because you thought that would lead to the Darklands, so you decided, wait, we'll just carry on this tunnel, which led you into a large chamber containing a bunker-like structure, covered in the symbols of the god Torag, the lawful good god of the dwarves. In this cabin, you are attacked by another foul vermin, a giant fly, which Hans, using his superpowers, managed to destroy immediately.
Hey, we softened him up.
You entered the temple, and inside you found an altar and several wooden pews. And sitting on one of these pews was a figure covered in as much dust as the rest of the temple was. Hans approached them, and they turned their head to look at Hans. That's where we continue. Hans, could you make a will saving throw, please?
Oh, I can try.
I think your last line, Hans, was, "Oh, hello."
Oh, hello. That'll be a 16.
So Hans, you see this dwarven figure sitting in this bench in a meditative stance. He's wearing mouldering vestments of Torag. He has a long, thick, bristly beard, but it seems sort of tight and awkward fitting to his face. He turns, dust falling from his moving facade, opens his mouth and lets out a horrific shriek. And to your eyes, you see the illusion of the penitent dwarven man fade away to dry, desiccated skin. The piercing eyes have become sunken hollows, and the stench of dust and decay fills your nostrils.
Oh.
I'd like everyone to roll initiative for me, please.
Oh.
Oh no.
Aha! Hans is on form with a total of 2.
Oh dear.
Oh. 19 on the dice, 19 on the number.
20!
Curse you, curse you. How dare you go before me?
17
Time to
on
El
the dice.
Stabbo.
Got 17 on the dice, but 19 total.
I love how we all got like relatively high, and Hans is like 2.
I have to remember Eldon's voice.
That's very easy to do.
Hang on, let me just think. Iomade! There we go.
It's nice that that's your get into character line, whereas mine's like, "I'll crush you with fun."
Well, looks like Scrutiny is going first.
Brilliant. Right.
As you see this dwarven figure raise off the pew, standing tall next to Hans and letting out a horrific shriek, its mouth hanging wide open.
Ah. Right. Well, to be expected. So, I will use an ability called, do I want to use this one? Let's see. Probably not, actually. I'll go for a boring option.
Okay.
Scrutiny will dart around Hans and the pew to get a better angle on this dwarf. Most likely an undead, I'm assuming.
Well, you could maintain knowledge religion check if you wanted.
I don't believe I have that. So, stab it is.
Hey, make an attack roll, please.
That is a 5.
A 5 is not really going to cut it, I'm afraid. As you just stab into this creature, it just glances across its mouldering vestments and rotting flesh. It doesn't even pay attention to you. Its eyes are transfixed on Hans.
Well, don't say I didn't try.
Oh, that was very good.
It's true.
So there's these pews in the way, right?
Yeah.
Am I able to get up on one? Or will that take a double move?
I would say that would be like difficult terrain, so it would take 2 squares to do.
What is my movement speed? Yeah, I can do that. So, she's going to, run in and say, "It will be an honor for you to die in battle, at least. Let me put you to rest." As, she will try to hit him with her Morning Star, and let me give that a check. That is a 15 to hit.
A 15 will hit.
Oh, awesome. Let me just roll some damage. That is a 5.
As you swing your Morning Star down on this creature, it strikes it well and true, but its tough, thick, undead hide seems to glance the blow off. You deal no damage to it.
What? She's just gonna look so confused at that, just like,
Oh,
but I hit it.
that's not good.
I hit it this time. That's something, right? And she's gonna look at everyone just like, right?
Oh, yes, that definitely counts.
Thumbs up from Scrutiny.
Eldon.
Eldon will, I guess, enter the room and say, "Great Iomade! Undead! Under the sit..." No, that's actually where they tend to be. And then immediately charge it and attack it with his longsword. "Iomade, guide my blade!" That is a 16 on the dice, plus 4, that's a 20 to hit.
A 20 will hit.
Seems that Iomade really is guiding his blade this time.
Alright, let's see if this works then.
And that is a 7 on the damage dice for 9 points of slashing damage.
You swing your longsword across its body. Tough hide gives resistance, but with Iomede's blessing, you push through, dealing a small amount of damage to it.
Have at thee, undead filth!
Whoa, that's a bit harsh.
Yeah, I can't really tell, it's pretty undead. I don't think they deserve that.
Its mouth still hanging open in a silent scream. It reaches its hands out towards Hans.
Oh, hello.
Its long, bony fingers protruding from the flesh that wants to surround them, so that they act as claws, and it's going to swipe at you twice.
Oh, no. I don't very much like that.
The first strike is a natural 20.
Oh,
no.
Let's confirm this, shall we?
Oh, I hope not.
That's a natural 20 on the confirm.
Oh, dear.
Jeez. Okay.
Switch dice to less lucky dice, please.
It was nice knowing you, Hans.
These are the Wrath of the Righteous dice, they're so cool.
Yes.
Okay. That will do 6 points of slashing damage as its claws tear into you.
Oh, no. Okay.
And I need you to make a fortitude saving throw, please, Hans.
Oh, God.
Right. Fortitude save. Oh, that's a 2. So a total of 5.
5, well, that's a something to consider. And then its second attack with its other claw.
Okay.
If you get the opportunity to step back, take the step
I
back.
don't know how to tell you guys this.
Are you serious?
I'm going
Really?
to. I'm
Got another
going
natural
to-
20.
I'm going.
Probability, be mine.
3 20s in a row?
Well, that's... Oh... 1 in 8,000 chance?
That's only an 8 on the confirm. So that's not going to confirm, but that will do 6 points of slashing damage to your hands.
How much damage?
Is that another 6?
Yep. No, 5.
Oh.
Alright, my math was a bit off.
5. I'm on -2.
Oh! Oh dear.
Oh no.
Welcome to die.
Fud.
Are you the only one with healing? No. Yes?
Yes, and until we level up, Eldon doesn't have any healing.
Hans, I need you to make a fortitude saving throw, please. The DC is 10, and you have -2 to the roll because you're at -2.
Oh, right. So it's at -2, you say? Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, I have a fort save base of 3, so with the -2, that makes it 1. And with the 1 I rolled, that becomes 2.
Okay, you continue to bleed out. You take a point of damage.
Yay, I'm on -3.
So, what's your constitution?
Bet you feel stupid saying I was mean now.
12?
So, if you go to -12, you outright die.
Oh, good to know.
Oh, it would be very unfortunate to have a character die this early in the campaign.
Oh.
It's fine, you've got 7, 8, 9 turns. 9 turns until that's an issue.
So, scrutiny, you see Hans be attacked by this vicious undead. He falls to the floor, and it's your turn, and you're now flanking with Istra on either side of this undead monstrosity.
Well, this has gone from okay to worse. I'm not sure we have time to really dawdle around, so I'm going to step back.
Okay.
And then, gonna have to consult my spell book. Right. Okay. Scrutiny brings out his arm and, tracing with the dagger, the image of an arrow, for which he casts forward magic missile and deals 5 damage.
Cool, this force missile just smashes into the side of this undead, and this is not affected by its damage reduction, so it'll take a full 5 points of damage.
Thank goodness. What check would it be to find out what this is?
That would be a religion check, but it's Istra's turn right now.
Listen, I know I said it would be an honor for you to die in battle, but can you please actually just die now? That will be a 21. 17 on the dice.
Right,
To hit.
21 will hit, yes.
And she is going to try to bring the Morning Star down on the skull of the creature. And that is a 9 on the damage.
You bring your Morning Star down on the skull, and you have to push extra hard, but you feel your duty to Hans pull it down, and you crack into it.
Good hit!
Eldon, it's your turn.
Not really the time. Just kill it.
Can I figure out what this is and attack it in the same turn?
Yes, making the knowledge check's a free action.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so it's knowledge religion. Okay. That is a 12 on the dice, 16 for knowledge
16.
religion.
You succeed. It means I have to try and pronounce this thing.
Oh. Sorry.
This is
You
a
won the
hookah.
roll.
This is a hookah.
Hookaba.
It is an undead that is created when a forlorn priest dies. Their soul lingers in the material plane, not being able to pass on. They live in blasphemy, and they hate those who worship other deities.
Oh, that's awkward.
So, what do you want to do, Eldon?
I'm gonna smack it. Smack it with Yolda Longsword. Great Iomade, help me restore this dwarf to his rightful place. Death. Oh, that's a 19 on the dice. which with a longsword, I believe, threatens critical.
It does indeed.
Let's go with... that is a 14 on the dice plus 4, that's 18 to hit.
18, alright, I'm going to draw you a lovely crit card.
Oh! Let's quickly roll the damage, because that's going to come up as well.
Missing ear, normal damage, and 1 charisma drain. -4 penalty on all checks until healed, or perception checks until healed. So a little thing about undead. Their hit points are based off their charisma modifier, not their constitution modifier.
Oh!
So could you roll damage for me, please?
I have. That was a 5 on the dice, with +2, that's 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. As you slash into it with your longsword, you manage to pierce past its damage reduction. And then, because it takes a point of constitution drain, it loses a number of hit points equal to its hit die.
Huh.
Which is exactly enough to kill it.
Yeah!
Nice.
I made it so ugly, it died.
You're off and it just drops.
Right, okay. We don't
How
have time
could
for
you do
this.
this to me? Oh!
Hans, could you make another fortitude saving throw, please?
Aha. Come on.
Yeah, can you do something?
Is that edited negatives?
-3.
Oh. 6.
Okay, you take another point of damage as you continue to bleed out.
Okay. Is there anything I can do to help this? Can I stabilize him with just the heal skill?
Yes, make a heal check, please.
Okay, here we go. That's a 17 on the dice. +3, 20.
Using your knowledge of battlefield medicine, you quickly tend to his wounds and stop him bleeding out. Hans, you have stabilized. You are unconscious, but stable at -4 hit points.
That could have been so much worse.
Yeah, no, I used my cure light wounds, so I can't really get him back up.
Oh,
Right. Well, looks like we're going to be staying here for the while.
from my knowledge check on the priestly creature itself, is there any chance that it'll get back up?
No, they don't have any sort of regenerative powers once laid low. They are quite weak undead.
Okay. The structure seems relatively stable. It might be worth gathering
This is a dwarven made
Oh, yeah.
temple. It's pretty strong.
Yeah.
One might even say it's like a fortress.
Eldon is just going to just pop his head out to the rest of the group and say, might be worth coming inside. We're going to need to rest. Hans is a little injured.
Arabashni answered, yes, you're probably quite right. We've been traveling quite a while now.
There are benches inside. I'm certain some could sleep on. It's not going to be comfortable, but it will do. Better than being outside.
Right, I'll help him in. As the three of them sort of shuffle in after you and rest on the benches, and Evia guides Arabashniel down. August sort of sitting on the corner of one, just looking sort of tense and nervous. Oh, what happened in here?
Well,
A bit of a scuffle with an undead.
yes, that.
Hans was severely injured. He seems to be all right for now, but he won't be getting up for a bit.
Do any of you have healing magic of any kind?
Or a potion. A potion would be useful.
Shniel just sort of looks a bit downcast. I used the one you gave me on myself. I'm very sorry.
That's quite all right. You couldn't have foreseen this.
I mean, yeah, you're bleeding and you're not doing well. So you also needed it. We couldn't have known that this was going to happen. So it's fine. Good on you. And she'll pat him on the back, but a little bit too hard. But
We'll be taking this time to rest anyway. He should have recovered in no time at all.
Right, I'm going to rummage through the corpse, see if there's anything interesting on him.
Okay, you scramble through the mouldering vestments. This thing that I cannot pronounce is wearing. Hukavas. Hukava Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
You find on one of its hands it's wearing a knotted gold ring. And on its belt pouch you find 2 vials of a familiar looking amber liquid.
Ah, okay.
Is the amber liquid the one that we previously discerned to be cure light wounds?
Indeed it is.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God!
Wait. Okay. Can I make a knowledge arcana check to check? Just to make sure.
I'm pretty sure we figured it was spellcraft.
It was spellcraft, yes.
Be
And
crafty. Okay.
you need to detect the magical aura, but you've seen one of them earlier when you found it in that
Okay.
backpack.
Shall we shove it down Hans's mouth?
Let's feed Han a healing potion.
Baby bird it to him.
All right. So it's a 1d8 plus 3, is it?
Plus one.
+1.
Plus 1.
It's only the weakest one.
Oh
no, it's a Joe roll. 3 hit points, he's on 0.
No, he's at -1.
Yeah, he was at -4.
Oh.
Oh, it's a good thing you found 2.
Okay.
Do it again.
No.
Maybe this one will work. Would you like me to roll the d8?
Oh, I rolled a 7 this time.
Oh. So, 8 hit points? No, 7 hit
8
points.
hit points, yeah.
7 total.
I thought you rolled a 7.
No, I rolled a 6 plus 1.
6.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Oh, hello.
That's one way to wake
Is that just a verbal tick?
Eldon's just sort of leading over the top, like, "Welcome back to the land of the living, friend."
Oh, did I go to the land of the dead?
Yes, for about 30 seconds,
Oh, that's,
maybe.
That's fascinating. I didn't see any light. Granted, I did see a massive burning pit. That's probably not a good sign.
I mean, who's your deity? Because that could be a good or a bad thing.
Oh, that's a convoluted question for another time, I think. So what happened? Did you deal with it?
Yes,
Oh.
pretty much.
Oh,
You see
where is
this
it then?
corpse sort of sprawled on the floor next to you.
Oh. I pick up its
now
head.
its sort of illusionary facade has completely fallen. You see the undead husk of a dwarf lying on the floor. And a masterwork warhammer lying on the floor covered in dust next to you as well.
I pick up its
Nice.
head. Oh.
The head is still attached to it,
I
I
know.
think.
Yes, it is. Just pick up the entire body.
Oh, hello. So who were you then? Oh.
He's dead.
Oh, no, he's dead.
He does seem to be wearing the garb that you would recognize as those belonging to a cleric of Torag, especially as he's holding the warhammer
Yeah.
next to him, where it was on the floor next to him. That would be the holy weapon of Torag.
Oh, it's such a shame. Oh, well. Let's put you to rest somewhere, I suppose. How about, let's put you over here. I'm going to put him on the altar.
As you sort of put him on the altar, you see that the altar has been smashed and hacked into. Things have been scarpered away, like this has been desecrated.
Oh, look here. Someone's definitely been upset in this temple. I wonder who decided to smash it.
Well,
Oh, now he stood up. Good.
based on my teachings, I believe it was he.
Ah.
Why would he smash up his own temple?
Well, if he's been trapped down here a long time, perhaps he lost all faith.
Oh,
Truly a sad end to the faithful.
Oh, someone doesn't lose faith just because they're trapped. In fact, most people who get trapped end up gaining faith. Probably something happened a little bit closer to home than he was expecting. Maybe some kin died unexplainably, or something changed to change his worldview. That is the big ones that normally happen to cause people to lose faith.
I mean, shouldn't we just bury him outside as well? It feels kind of...
Oh,
I don't think everyone really wants to be looking at an undead at all times.
well, this is his home as much as ours. He was here first. And it's going to take me a bit of time to try and restore this shrine. I'll see what I can do. I'm going to start looking at the stone and see if I can put it back together, or at least piece it together.
Yeah, you have quite an inquisitive mind. You start piecing things back together, but you know more than just the physical temple. You'd have to recite the prayers and blessings of Torag.
Yeah, I don't-
Make a knowledge religion check, please, Hans.
Excellent. Worst come to the worst, I don't know Torag's religion, but I definitely know my own. Well, that would be an 18.
18. Yes, you could piece together, you and Eldon, probably some prayers to restore this place back to its natural sort of holiness in Torag's name, with your own deities as well. But it would take some time. But if you're planning to rest here, I doubt that would be too much of an issue.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I mean, I'll lay him out on a bench somewhere and put something over him so the people that can see him don't have to see him. Because I imagine that's quite an upsetting sight.
What?
Also, pick his ear up and chuck that on the pile as well.
Rabashniel is just... He obviously is not watching you do this, but he's... So you said there was some sort of undead?
Yeah.
Yes. I've completely forgotten what it was. Stephen, please butcher the pronunciation again. Pronunciation.
Hukuva.
Hukava. Yes.
Tell you what, for the audience listening, Huecuva.
Hekuva?
Hakua.
Hekva.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Yes, and my teachings
Well,
led me to believe it was the Hakuna Matata.
Ah, yes. Those dreaded mages from the south.
I'm glad you laid it down, but I do think maybe you're fortunate that we rest here. This is not going to be a short journey. It seems we've fallen quite a far way down. Taking some time here and taking stock of our abilities might be the best idea moving forward.
Sorry, that was a lot of rolling. I was like, and the ceiling collapses in.
No, that was me accidentally knocking the book I'd rest all my dice on, and they just went,
God, okay.
Oh no!
Oh, you'd know if I was rolling. You sense the malignant aura.
There would be some soft chuckling to accompany it.
It would be roll, roll, roll. Ooh.
Ooh, no. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a good idea, seeing as I don't think Hans is still 100% okay.
What? Oh, yes, I've got holes in me. Oh, yeah.
So
I mean, they're mostly gone, but...
big gashes and scrapes.
Oh, yes. I should take note of that. Thank you.
Right.
See, keeping away from the rest of you, and Evia is just sitting on the furthest bench away, just sort of staring into space.
Are you quite all right there?
Yes, my leg's getting to me a bit. The rest is good. And Horgus, overhearing this conversation. Oh, great. We're going to be slowed down again. We might want to split into two groups to be faster.
Silence!
She turns to Horgus, her face sort of contorted in anguish you haven't seen before. The anger just explodes. I'm not surprised. A man who is too afraid to show his own faith in person is just as bad as worshipping any demon. How dare you accuse me? Why should I be berated by someone who consorts with thieves and liars?
Now.
He turns and just gives him a death stare. Her eyes sort of narrow. She clenches her fist, and you can see her sort of trembling in anger, and she just turns to face away from him. And you see Horgus is also sort of kind of on edge and fuming as well.
Now, you two, we are both stuck in this scenario, and we need to rely on each other in order to get out. I don't give a damn what grudges you hold. We need to work together.
Make a diplomacy check, please, Scrutiny.
Very well. Oh dear. Right. -1 on the roll. That's a 13?
And Nevia just pushes you away, and you wouldn't understand. Oh, I don't think I want to be around you people. You're just going to bring us closer to death than anything else.
Well,
if you want to go alone, I won't stop you.
I mean, why are you guys fighting? We're all living underground now. We're basically like... We're all moles. We're all the same sort of person now. We've got to get along, you know?
That was a roundabout analogy, even for me.
I'm not sure it was an analogy.
Yeah, we're mole people now.
Oh.
I don't know what to say to that.
That is a
Or
perspective.
do we all become dwarves? I don't know.
Well,
But we just. What is the difference here? Why do you not like each other? What's the point?
Man, forget about it. I'll be fine.
I mean, if you want, I've got some cloth. You guys can put it on your fists. You can fight it out.
Let's
I tends to help.
I
let's
don't
not.
think that is advisable.
I would. Let's not.
What? It gets all your anger out, and then you can just laugh and be friends.
I've never heard such a more stupid suggestion in the whole of my life.
Right. Very well. Anyway.
I don't know. I think someone suggested leaving people behind. I think that's a stupid suggestion.
Thinking of practical solutions, with your leg, we have wood here. We could potentially form a splint if anyone.
She's already wearing a splint.
Oh.
It cost me torches to construct.
Yeah, I forgot that. Okay, we can cut that bit out.
No.
No.
No, we can't.
Stupidity.
You want to
Got him
humiliate me in
again.
front of a world?
We got him again, boys.
Put him on blast.
Right.
I mean, we should probably. I'm gonna say to everyone else, sort of just pushing them aside a little bit. Just go like, we should probably keep an eye on those two. I mean, if they're not gonna fight it out, things might boil over, and they might start getting a bit more heated.
Agreed. I think we should put some people behind them as we walk, between them as we walk.
I believe it would be unwise to not resolve this issue while we're resting. Taking grudges forward's not going to help anyone.
Oh,
I mean-
snap, he could hear.
I mean, he's blind now. He's able to hear better, right?
Your mind is an interesting place.
Oh, thanks.
Ishtra, was it?
Yeah, and you're angry?
More,
No, that's not right.
well, it's...
She's looking at Hans and Eldon for like
Oh,
clues.
Don't do it. She's got this.
I have full faith
You're-
in you, Istra, to figure this one out yourself.
Judgment! Your judgment.
Scrutiny.
Well, to be fair,
Close.
Yeah, same thing.
from a thesaurus point of view, she's pretty close.
It's, yes, virtue names. They're a very bit odd, I must admit.
Yes.
Well,
Interesting.
I mean,
virtue.
how do we get them to solve it? Because they won't fight. Which, again, is the best way. But alright.
I have an idea.
I am not in the-
I'm pretty good at conflict mediation. Let me give it a go.
Of course,
Eldon.
the Iomedaean's going to try and resolve this. Very well.
Resolution is at the very core of my beliefs.
I thought it was smiting evil.
50-50.
Oh, okay.
As Eldon, are these pews backed?
Oh God.
No, they aren't fantastic. And Eldon is going to sort of sit one leg either side of between.
Yeah. Can I point
You're
out?
pulling a Riker maneuver.
No. I know David well enough to know that if one of these chairs had a back, he would spin it around so that he could then put his leg on either side and lean on the top the it.
Oh,
you know,
dude,
the Riker
so guys.
maneuver.
no, not the Riker one. It's the Captain
So, yeah.
America video.
No, he's
Yeah.
he's become a youth pastor.
He's
Oh, no.
Yes,
become a
exactly.
youth. He's a paladin of Iomedae. He was always a youth pastor.
I'm going to sit here and take notes.
Okay, ruining my angle here, but sure. Right. Horgus and Evia. It's going to be a real struggle to move forward if we can't resolve this. So what exactly are your problems with each other? One at a time.
I don't want to be berated by someone who's not moved by such a religious structure like this, who would hide their own faith, their own spirituality.
Okay. Horgus, please would you like to explain your side?
I don't want to be morally talked down by someone who is a known thief.
Right. Well, there is no reason for us to continue fighting. We're trapped underground, and we're only going to find our way out through consistent teamwork. Now, in the past, Miss Anevia may have stolen something, but right now, she's helping our friend Haravashniel walk around. It's a good deed, possibly to trade off for a past bad deed. Net neutral. Perhaps August does not want to show his spirituality in a place such as this. After all, it's a dangerous situation. We don't want to be making ourselves vulnerable. Or possibly it's just the seriousness weighing quite heavily on our friend. Would that be accurate to say, Mr. Horgus?
Yes, I would agree with that.
Right. Since you can agree that it is not a good idea to be lingering too much, would you also agree that it is best for our survival if we leave past misgivings in the past, if only for now?
Okay, please make a diplomacy check.
Fantastic. That is a 14 on the dice, plus 8. That is a 22.
The man who could solve every problem.
Finally, I'm playing a character who is diplomatic. All of my other ones are idiots.
Very well, I apologize for my rash outbreaking. Die for questioning your motives, Horgus.
There we go. Now that this is resolved, hopefully we can move on peacefully.
But what are your feelings on the term mole people? I think it's got quite a ring to it, do you guys think?
Istra, please, not now.
Arabashia actually pipes up. Well, actually, I had a theory about mole people living in the caverns below Kenebris.
Really? Tell me more.
Oh, yes, I'll gladly tell you later. I think maybe we should set up a camp in this fortified area first, but I would gladly tell you the mystery.
Yes, like, do they fight?
Most people tend not to believe.
Can I fight one? Do they know how to wrestle?
All in good time, my friend, all in good time.
Well, yes, I think it best to make camp.
Okay, well, you set up a brief camp. You and Hans consecrate this temple, restoring it, blessing it to Iomade, to Torag, to Drangvit, to any deity who will listen. You get a feeling of wellness about yourselves for doing this. You know that in your hearts the gods smile upon you as you sit and rest. Are we going to just do a 8-hour rest, I assume, like the standard?
Yeah,
it's probably good to do like a full-on regular rest.
Does that mean I get to restudy spells?
Yes.
Do I reset my spells or not?
Yes,
I can't remember.
No, you can. So you rest here for 8 hours. You sleep off the exhaustion of the attack on Kenebris, your trek through the caverns, this fight with this horrific undead monstrosity. All of you gain your level, so your hit dice, so you gain 1 hit point back because you're level 1.
Pathfinder
and
resting.
You get, so spontaneous casters like Hans, you get all your spell slots back.
Woohoo!
And Scrutiny, who prepares the spells, you prepare your spells for the day.
I get my deific focuser back.
Yeah,
It doesn't really do much, but
Eldon was probably going to be uttering a quiet prayer, trying not to disturb others as we come back.
Arabashniel and Anevia, they gain some hit points back. They're a bit higher level than you guys, so they get more than 1.
Oh, well, that's good of them. Well, I guess, one is blind and one has their leg broken, so it's not like they can do the fighting for us.
Yeah, while everyone else is preparing stuff in the morning, I'll just hand out meals. The rations we've got.
That's pretty handy. Yeah, I was going to say, we probably should have rested pretty soon, because I just realized that it was a whole day before we fell in the hole. Like, we've all been awake at least a day.
Again, we've got no concept of time. We're now mole people.
We sleep when we want to. We eat when we want to. Mole people.
We dig. We're digging
Like
for.
moles.
We're digging for life. We do nothing else. We just dig.
So as Istra is sort of already doing her morning training, Scrutiny is going over his spellbook, actually sitting next to Arabashniel. and Eldon and Hans are in their prayers to gain their spells. Nevia approaches you, Eldon. I'm sorry for my outburst yesterday. Thank you for managing to diffuse the situation. I usually do better, but this place...
Eldon just holds up hands like, it's quite all right. Tensions are high. It's been a stressful however long it's been. And will continue to be until we reach the surface.
I have a wife in the city above. She's much like yourself, actually, a follower of Iomade. I worry about her. If she managed to fight off the demons, if she's still alive up there. I know one thing, if she is, she'll be fighting, but this temple just brought it all back to me.
That's quite understandable, goodness. Who knows what's gone up on the surface, but if we heard explosions, that means maybe that the Church of Iomade mounted a counterattack. Who knows, maybe they've retaken the city.
Hey, Stephen.
Hmm?
Did I hear any of that?
Yes, of course you did. It's not this is not a very big temple.
Oh yeah, no, I'll just come over and go, it's alright, I've got a friend up on the surface. He's pretty good at helping people, so he'll probably be helping her out. He might have even, kept her safe kind of thing.
He smiles warmly and goes, well, I hope those two met.
Oh, I mean, he definitely seeks out trouble, I can tell you that much.
Oh, see? I'm sure everything's going to work out just all right at the very least.
Hey, maybe nobody's actually died. And then she remembers the pile of bodies.
There was yeah.
Mostly.
Most people. Maybe at least, some of town is fine. Oh, goodness.
The Eagle Knights might have taken care of a lot of the demons. She's a part of the Eagle Knights.
Oh, well, fingers crossed. We'll see. Oh, I'm certainly hoping my parents are doing all right up there. Well, I can't remember exactly where they were in the festival, but they don't tend to go for such festivities.
As Scrutiny, you're sitting preparing your spells next to Rashniel. So you're a wizard as well as myself. That's good to know. Good thing you had your book on you when we fell, although mine's back in Blackwing.
Well, if we all get out of this alive and well, I'd love to compare notes. It would be a good opportunity.
That would be good indeed. I do have some spells prepared from yesterday. Obviously I could not prepare new ones, but I only have these when we're down here, but seeing how bravely you fought against those creatures, I could be more of aid if you needed me. I can tell you which spells I have prepared if that helps.
That would be of great advantage.
I have, I was a master of conjuration magic, so I have 3 different summon monster spells. I have heroism that could give one of you or your allies a little bonus to attacking. I have resist energy for any of you who need protection from the elements. Magic circle against evil to protect you from outsiders, or if you want to trap an evil outsider. I have
that is a good one, isn't it?
Yes. I have mage armor in case something tries to attack me. I have shield, protect myself as well. I have sleep if we encounter any sentient low-level things. But other than that, I can't really offer much more than my expertise.
Well, I've got a note of those. I'll make sure to inform you when we could do with one. I'll act as your eyes, so to say.
Thank you, this is very kind.
No problem. Funny thing, though. Before a couple of things happened, I actually had intended of studying conjuration myself.
Oh, I see. Well,
yes.
What path did your research take you down?
It was more of the fact that certain other schools provided more opportunities in... It's an odd scenario. I ended up studying illusion in the end. Not really to my taste, but it's the tool set that has proven the most useful.
Magic can be bent and woven to help any situation.
Who knows? Maybe we'll return. Everything will have been sorted by the time we get there, and we can have a nice chat in Blackwing Library.
I look forward to it. As you finish up your preparations, the feeling of accomplishment you, Hans, and Eldon, you get is more than just the spiritual, emotional feeling. Everyone is affected by the Bless spell for the next 24 hours.
Woo!
So you have +1 on attack rolls.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Be blessed, everyone.
Bless this mess.
Ooh, that's the first time I've ever
Gonna be a
been.
mess.
That's the first time I've ever been blessed by Torag. That's quite impressive.
Might be your god. Might be Iomade. Who knows? Could be any one of the three.
Yes.
Iomade's definitely the coolest of the three, though.
Oh, yes.
Could
any
be
of
the
the,
zombies god.
yes, any of the three
That's
gods are
Torag.
currently involved. There are no other gods involved,
Is he?
hopefully.
I thought he was a heretic.
No, he'd given up, but we sort of consecrated in the name of Dorag as well, so,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
Could be Gorham. He did die in battle. Again. He died the second time in battle.
Right. Is everyone feeling refreshed? Ready to take on the day?
Indeed.
Little thing,
Um,
loot-wise, that hammer you found, I got very distracted. There was a Masterwork Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Anyone want it?
Well, I was going to
I
bury it with the, the priest and, let it go with him beyond the grave, but
No, if I can use it, I'm going to use it.
It's a master weapon, so if you've got
Master
master weapons,
weapon?
then yeah.
It just has +1 on attack rolls. It's a D8 times 3.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's a one-handed martial.
No, it's
Can I
19.
use
no,
them?
Yeah, it's times 3. Martial weapon. Yeah, you'll find with it. You can use it, Istra.
Oh, can I? Awesome. Yeah, no, Istra will be like,
While no
I
one
feel like-
no one was looking, she was just like, yoink.
I feel like he might want me to have it, you know? I did try to help quite a bit.
are you just saying that because you want the hammer, or you actually believe he would want to have it? Because do you have a past connection with this priest we don't know of?
Look, I'm certain he will not have any more need.
I've actually out there. Well, any resources we can use to help us get us out of this situation.
We can
Yeah, that.
we can come back and bury him with it once we're safe.
True. I suppose it is said that morality passes through the window of pragmatics. So, okay, yes, if you really think that the hammer will be useful, yes, we can put our moral quandaries aside and take it with us.
I thought his name was Scrutiny, not Morality.
No, his name is not... Yes, his name is Scrutiny. I was...
Although it is true that I do often pass through the window of pragmatism.
So, can I keep it, or...?
For now.
Who's pragmatism?
The isn't called pragmatism.
I'll introduce you.
Awesome.
Makes
She
me-
just does like a little like fist bump, like not fist bump, like a yes kind of thing.
That'd be a fist pump for the
Fist
free
pump.
masterwork warhammer.
It's on loan.
Yeah,
We're gonna bring it back
sure,
when we're safe.
At the end of the campaign.
sure. Yeah.
No, that's it. We get afflicted by a curse if we don't return it in time.
We finished chapter 6 of the campaign. Like, one more thing. We have to return that hammer we found in chapter 1.
I mean, you say that as a joke, but like
To the city that's no
100
longer there.
100 episodes down the line, that's gonna be like the emotional peak of the entire.
I am making a note. It will be coming back up.
Oh God.
Very well. So this seems to be a bit of a dead end, as far as I can see.
Have we looked around in all directions? I mean, the materials have to have found their way here somehow.
Yeah, we haven't really looked around the building.
Very well. Shall we do an inspection then?
Yeah, just have a bit of a wander around the building, see if there are any other entrances or exits aside from the one we came through.
Yes.
Eldon lights
Scout.
another torch.
You scout around this cavern, and you find that most of the stone was taken from this cavern, like it was hewn out, like by hand by one dwarf. So that's quite impressive.
Blooming heck.
But
Very
no,
impressive.
The only other,
Must have
the only
taken
other,
years.
the only other entrance you know of is that cavern you found with all the bioluminescent fungus.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who's ready to go to the Darklands?
Oh boy. I don't know what the Darklands is, but I know that I don't want to be there.
Oh, it'd be perfectly fine.
Oh, the Darklands is lovely. It's filled with Duragar and Drow, and even worse.
It's fine. It's fine. Well, it won't be too dangerous to go down there. Well, for me at least. I don't know about the rest of you.
I mean, it's our only way, so I guess we gotta. All right, everyone in the mood for a jog? Wait,
Aye.
we've got somebody with a broken leg.
Not a jog, sort of a
okay.
hike. We're going to be hiking.
Gentle stroll.
Kind of forgot about the broken leg. Okay.
Arabashniel and Evia are pairing together again. August is looking a bit less tense than he did yesterday, and he's actually quite happily walking behind Eldon. As you reach this rather narrow cavern, you're going to have to go single file here.
Istra's going first.
Scrutiny will follow up from behind. Probably between... No, wait, they've made that. I'll just be behind.
Okay, you take the rear. Yes.
I'm going to be behind Istra mostly because I want to take notes and see what's going on in front.
Guess I'm behind Han.
As you head deeper into this cavern, this narrow way filled with fungus actually starts to widen out into a larger cavern itself, much like the first one you were in, stretching maybe 50 feet high in total. Stone figures are carved into the walls of this cavern. Each depicts a different crusader clad in armor and wielding weapons, but their carved stone features contain expressions of sadness.
Oh. Crusaders.
Hans, I imagine you have something to say about this.
Oh, I always have something to say about everything.
Well, go ahead, then.
Eldon's gonna look a little closer at the figures.
Let's go have a look, yes. It's some nice sculpturing.
Are there any specific kinds of garb that he recognizes?
They are all wearing garbs of armor, and as you're looking over, Horgus goes, "No, those are crusaders from the First Crusade. I recognize their sigils."
Ooh, fascinating. What are they doing down here, then?
Ravashniel, you say statues from the First Crusade. I knew it, I was right. See, during the First Crusade, these are just stories I heard, but I extrapolated them and put it all together. When the First Crusaders reclaimed Canabras after the horrors of the World Wound, they came back, some fell in love and settled down. Unfortunately, they were blighted with the abyssal energies of the World Wound, and their children were horrifically deformed into what people would call monsters and mole people or pitlings. But instead of slaying their children, their love for them made them retreat. They fled to the caverns underground to flee persecution, and creatures known as molings and pitlings now live under the city. People just said that was crazy. That's stupid and rumor and innuendo, but this could prove it. They must have built statues worshipping their parents who brought them down here in the first place.
Istra nods her head and just says, "Mole people."
Yes, indeed.
Oh, this might be very awkward. They worship crusaders from the First Crusade, who were all Iarmadean worshippers in Iarmadean garb.
Well, if it helps, they may just be doing it as a form of ancestor worship, so they're not going to bow to their knees, hopefully. I don't know, actually. Actually, that's a fascinating idea. We can see if they somehow imbue upon you some sort of divine energy through worship.
That, or they've lost all the context.
I'm not certain if I'm ready for divine worship.
Or the notion of mole people living under Canabras is a bit ridiculous, and these are just old statues from when the Crusaders first settled here.
Why is it ridiculous?
Settled here in the Darklands.
Oh, we don't know if we're in the Darklands. We could guess.
Again, I have to reiterate, why do you think it's ridiculous? We live in a world where there is a demonic harmony. I am a dwarf, that man's a tiefling, that we have magic powers.
Yes, those things are perfectly normal. I don't know what you're saying.
He is quite right. These are natural phenomena.
Those are natural phenomena. However, the idea that we thought the ward stone unbreakable, that seems pretty far-fetched. Mole people might not be that bizarre.
And aren't tieflings kind of born sometimes from curses like that? Or
Exactly.
occasionally something... I can understand why parents might, love their children enough to not kill them.
Oh, yes.
It's,
Yes.
an understandable decision that hopefully nobody would ever make.
So, you have experience with the sister? What? Are you a mother?
No. Where I came from, when I came from, they killed tieflings, and that's a good thing. No, it's not.
Right.
Didn't mean that. Scrutiny.
Okay. You're saying a lot of words. I can't keep up with my writing. Hang on. Oh God.
Oh God! Please don't write this down.
Right. Do you want me to not write the bit that where you say don't write this down, or do you want me to scrap the whole bit that says?
No, write the bit where it says don't write this down.
Right. Yes. All right.
It will remind you not to write things down.
All right. Okay.
Scrutiny puts an awkward hand on Istra's shoulder. Fair. He then removes his hand and moves on.
Yeah, I'm just going to be over here.
Yes.
I'm just gonna go to the statues and just like.
Eldon is still somewhat enthralled by the statues.
Yeah, no, Istra's gone over to the statues to be like.
I may have to speak to my grandfather after this.
Not worship, but basically just like a respectable kind of thing.
All of you make a perception check then, please.
As the statues come to life and beat the heck out of us.
11.
17.
6.
8.
As Scrutiny, you step forward. 2 shadowy shapes descend from the ceiling, sweeping down right at you. I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Oh no! Oh. 17.
So, what did you get on initiative, everyone?
22.
Nice. Wow.
17.
Well, I got a 9.
5.
I am not lower than Hans yet, so there's that.
So, first up is a surprise round. So, anyone who knows of the surprise round's existence, which is none of you, get to act in it, and you can only make a move or a standard action. These creatures swoop down straight up to you, Scrutiny, as their surprise round. They are like a horrific sort of inverted octopus with thick, leathery flaps between the tentacles, and a sharp, teeth-filled maw stretching out down towards you.
Lovely.
That's horrifying.
Mm.
Well, Scrutiny, it's your turn.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. What do I do?
I'd advise stepping back,
going
if I'm honest.
to withdraw. Well, I believe this is something for you to do.
Eldon, it's your turn.
Perfect. Time to show my fighting prowess. Iomade, guide my blade! And Eldon is going to charge in onto the nearest one and swing his longsword at it. Okay, that's 17 on the dice, which is a 22 to hit, with our wonderful blessing.
Yep, that will hit.
Okay, time for damage. It's only on the to attack, right? Not the damage as well.
Yeah, no, it's only
Okay.
to attack bless.
Okay. That is a 5 on the dice, plus 2, that is 7 points of damage. Have at thee, creature!
As you swing, slashing into its strange, scaled, flabby wing flap things. And it sort of shrieks in pain as you do so. It's the
I feel like
creature's
I'm about to get swarmed.
turn. Well, this first one is going to attack you, Eldon. Sort of stretches its jaw to go and bite you.
Oh no.
There's a 16 to hit.
16 is in fact my AC, because I have to have my shield away to hold the torch.
Oh dear, then.
Yep.
Bites into you, dealing 7 points of piercing damage.
Oh!
and then its wings start to wrap around you as it attempts to grapple you.
Ah!
Make a combat maneuver check, so a CMB, against your combat maneuver defense, which is CMD.
Yep.
That is a 14 against your CMD, Eldon.
That is my CMD.
Oh dear, you are grappled.
Oh no!
So you take a -4 penalty to dexterity, you take -2 on all attack rolls and combat maneuvers, except grapple, and you can only use one hand, and you can't make attacks of opportunity.
Oh boy.
And when it grapples you, it starts to tighten around you.
A little assistance!
Dealing 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh no. I have fallen unconscious.
Level 1 characters, everybody.
Oh, no.
I am down to -1. I believe I'm going to have to make a fort save this turn.
Okay, the
Next,
second
your
one
turn, isn't it?
is going to
Yeah.
fly at Istra. And that's a 13. No, sorry. An 11 to hit you, Istra.
That will not hit.
Speaking of Istra, it's your turn now as this horrific sort of monstrosity, inverted octopus is flying at you.
Well, I'm holding my warhammer at this moment, so I'm going to do the thing where you sort of spin it in the air a little bit and just try to, like, thwack it into one of the walls. So let's give this a go. And it's +1 from Bless, is it?
Yep.
So that will be a 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Woo! It's 1d8. Okay, that is max damage. That is 12 points of damage.
As you smash your hammer into it, you hear a sickening crunch and squelch as your hammer pulls out of it, and it hisses in pain.
Is it dead?
No, it's still
Aw.
flying there, awkwardly at a weird angle now.
Can I change that to the I hit it from the top instead of hitting it into the wall and just thwack it down onto the floor a bit harder?
You hit it sort of dented where you hit it at the top. Hans.
Somebody help Eldon. I can't really hit that thing with a hammer without hitting him.
You just kind of heard it like a...
Yeah.
as the breath
Oh,
was squeezed
yeah.
out of him and he's passed out.
Probably a punctured lung.
Oh dear. Wait 1 second. Hello. Excuse. Hello. Hi. I believe you're in need of some assistance, Eldon.
He's going blue.
Oh, right.
Dabba-dee-dabby-die.
In that case, I will pull out my ring and try and push my hand in to touch Eldon. There you go, Eldon. There you are. You heal 9 points of damage for me
Oh,
as I recite the prayer and touch the wounded location after I put the ring on. And
it's
check
all
my
of him.
notes.
He's all wounded.
Oh, in that case, take 9 points of healing then.
As Eldon, you feel your consciousness come back to you. You're lying on the floor and you've got this horrific thing wrapped around your head.
Now, Eldon, for your health, I suggest you try and kill this thing very quickly. Oh, that's very well done. I'll just make a note of that. He says, pulling out his quill again to write down.
It's like wrapped around his face. He's like...
Anevia turns to you, Scrutiny. Do you require my assistance?
I think we'll be fine for now.
Okay, she sort of loosely has her bow gripped in her hand. Scrutiny, it's your turn.
I get my crossbow out and fire at the one that isn't that isn't trying to engulf someone.
It's not trying. It has successfully engulfed Eldon.
Okay, the one that isn't currently engulfing, and I fire. Huzzah! 15.
Okay, 15 will hit, Scrutiny.
Brilliant, and that's 5 damage.
5 as you shoot into this one that was harassing Istra, and you pierce through it, and it just hits the floor with a horrific screech and a thud.
Woo!
Eldon, you are head still surrounded. Do you have a choice? You can attack with all those negatives against this creature, only using a one-handed weapon. You can try to break free of the grapple, or you can try and become the grappler.
I am the grapple now.
So I can try and break free of the grapple, which would be a CMD check. I can try and attack it with penalties. You said it was like a -2 to everything, right?
-2 to attacks and -4 to dex, but as you're a strength-based attacker.
Yeah. Or I could try and take hold of the grapple.
Yes.
I mean, you said they're like squid-like. How many legs does this
And
thing
you don't
have?
take any penalties to grapple. It doesn't really have legs. It's sort of just like an upside-down cone.
I don't know if that's easier to grapple. That feels harder to grapple.
I just thought it would be a case of just ripping it off his own face and then shoving it under his armpit.
Mm.
There's a very real possibility that it could take the grapple back and get in. But if he lets it take its turn without killing it, it's going to knock him unconscious again. It's a combat maneuver check to release the grapple, right?
Yes, to break free of the grapple, it's a combat maneuver check.
Is it a harder check to try and command the grapple?
No, it's the same check.
Better question, is it a full round action to try and change the grapple?
I believe it's a standard action.
I mean, I'm not going to be
Okay.
able to attack in the same turn. However,
Yeah.
if I can control the grapple, then I might be able to... no, it's going to be better to free myself. Okay, I'm going to try and attempt to release myself of this grapple.
Okay, roll a combat maneuver check, please.
You can also... No, I couldn't do it with escape. I just...
Well, also you're taking a -4 to dexterity.
No, okay. No, I'm not going to do it with Escape Artist. I'm already taking a -4. Okay, combat maneuver check to escape the grapple. That's 15 on the dice. My CMB is 318.
18. You reach your hands around sort of the folds of this creature's wings are wrapping around you. You just pull and you throw it off you.
Great blade of Iomedae, that was awful! Oh, it's gonna try again. I still have a move action, right? If I still have my move, I'm gonna take a 5-foot step away. And, yep. Okay, that's all I can do.
Okay, this strange, aberrant creature, seeing the heavily armored individual stepping backwards, sees a slightly less armored dwarf standing right next to it,
Oh, hello.
and is going to fly directly at Hans and try to bite him.
Oh no, how many more is this going to kill? I think Hans
Natural
AC is
20.
actually...
Oh,
Hello.
Are you cursed?
oh, goodbye.
My curse to win.
Hans, run!
I'll roll to confirm. That's a 10 to confirm.
Oh,
Does a 10 hit your AC, Hans? Now you have your armor on.
now I have my armor on. No, it does not.
Oh my god.
Okay. You're still going to take damage. You're going to take 8 points of piercing damage.
Oh no, I've on 1 hit point. No.
Oh dear.
Oh, no.
Not again.
No.
Oh god, okay.
Oh, Hans!
Istra, you're up.
Okay, Istra's gonna push past Eldon, and she's gonna get her warhammer again, like, in her hand, and just say, 4! And try to hit it.
Oh,
Oh, I thought that was going to be 4 Gorum, not just 4.
Nope. That will be a 18 to hit.
An 18 will definitely hit.
And that is 7 damage.
As you bring your hammer down, crushing this creature into the floor, it squirms as you push down and then falls silent.
Oh wait, that's technically it was only 1. Nobody laughed at that. That was funny, god.
If you say so.
Normally I would have enjoyed the humor, but I'm still catching my breath. Oh.
Okay,
see you, Nevia? We didn't need your help after all. We're fine. Maybe next time.
Hans,
Oh,
buddy,
yes.
you okay?
I
You're not
seem to be.
looking.
I seem to be able to see several of my own ribs. I don't think that's good.
Oh, oh dear.
Probably.
Oh, one second. Let me just do this. Pull out the ring. Oh, my notes are covered in my blood. Oh, that's not good. Oh, it's a good thing I keep spare in my back pocket. Oh, there they are. Right. Say the prayer. Touch the wounded place. Oh, it hurts. Does it always hurt when I touch you?
A little.
Oh, okay. And then use the magic of the ring to restore my life force. Oh, that's a total of 8. Excellent. All right. And thus my rib sticks together. Excellent.
Wait, Hans is aware of his own hit points.
Hands
Look,
makes...
if Hans was aware of his own reality, would that surprise you at this point?
Oh, really?
It's okay. Hans has many notes, including something called a character sheet. It's very useful to let you know how much danger you're in.
Okay. Is anyone else, almost dead?
Oh no, I think we're all right back here.
Lightly injured, but otherwise fine. I can get by.
Okay. Carrying on then?
Oh, wonderful. I wonder if they'll kill me in the next session, I suppose. It'd be interesting.
As you walk for...
So Hans is now Deadpool, is he?
Perfect character development.
As you continue to walk through this hall with the statues flanking either side, the cavern starts to narrow, leading into another side passage, and in the distance you see an orange flickering light. And we'll end the session there, I think.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Da, 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 da.
Mole people.
Well, that was fun. Hi, my name is Dan, and I play Hans on the show. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please leave us some feedback. And if you didn't, hell, pass the show on to someone else, and maybe they will enjoy it. Anyway, we had some real good fun this session. Interactions with the NPCs was amazing, and we had a good combat encounter in the temple with the undead priest, where I almost died. And then we also had another combat encounter with a cloaker that descended from the ceiling, and I almost died. What I'm learning is your boy should not be on the front line. Anyway, we got some shoutouts to do quickly. First off, Social Introvert. Their Soundcloud is brilliant and they provided our music. Please go check them out. Syrinscape. They provide some of our special effects and sound effects. Great people, wonderful company. Finally, our personal shoutout. We have social media now. Please go check out Dragons Not Included, the Twitter feed. Finally, we hope to see you next week. Anyway, see you there.